Thank you for this comment. Really appreciate it. First of all, shout out to teachers. They are underpaid, underthanked. Love teachers, so thank you for what you do. Also, you're right. It's a 10 out of 10 point of view as far as I'm concerned. You know, we got to do the transactional things like whether it's state testing or taking pop quizzes and learning the material, but it's really in those just real moments in between that I see matter the most. As someone who wasn't super strong in school academically, I really relied on those in between moments where we get to talk to our teacher, talk to each other. I was lucky to have a lot of great teachers, particularly in elementary school. I built really close relationships with them. In fact, I'm still in touch with my kindergarten and first grade teacher, and she is with most of our class actually. I remember when we were graduating high school, she invited us over to her house for this like pre-graduation ceremony, and she had pictures of us from our time in class and different projects we worked on, and she actually came to our high school graduation. And I have a feeling that's because of many different things and how great of a teacher she was, but also it speaks to those in between moments, the ones that weren't just glued to the desk reading a textbook or taking a test. It was those points of engagement that you have with each other, with your peers, and with your teacher. Your comment also reminded me of a time where I was teaching part-time. This was a fifth grade class, and there was a particular student who didn't contribute as much to classroom discussion or sharing his ideas or engaging much with other students. And I started to pay attention more and more over time when I started to notice a pattern. And over time, I noticed when I would give him a marker, a pen, a pencil, and a piece of paper, that he would just open up to the work, to what we were doing, or maybe he just needed to, have something to do while we were discussing. And that was such an eye opener for me and something that I then enabled for the rest of the school year because that's where his sweet spot was. If you gave him something to create on his own, just to himself, and he kept it, it was his artwork, then that was a success for him. So it just is a really good reminder, and still is to this day to me, that not everyone's going to feel attached to something the way others do. Not everyone's going to engage as much as others do, or in the same way with the same medium. Thank you again for your comment. Super appreciate it.